Palestine protests, which began in Columbia University last week in response to Israeli attacks on Gaza, continue to spread across American universities. Today, demonstrations are also taking place at University of Maryland. Students here are demanding a ceasefire in Israeli war on Gaza and calling for their schools to divest from companies that are doing business with Israel.
We are here first and foremost in solidarity with Gaza, with our people in Gaza who have been facing, increasing violence, ongoing violence for the last 6 months. And we are here to demand that our university divests its holdings in the military companies that are creating the weapons and the technology that is being used to decimate our people in Gaza. Biden is not going to win his election in November if he continues to fund this and continues to support this. We have seen, massive uprising in the United States because of this. And a lot of people are very rightfully angry at Biden, and we are continuing to send a very clear message. Obviously, we're very close to DC, so we're continuing to send him the message that, either you stop funding genocide or you will be voted out in November. This protest is not remotely anti-Semitic. We have Jewish students standing out here with us. There are signs around that say Jews for a free Palestine. We know that all of our liberation is interconnected, and none of us are free until all of us are free. And calling for the liberation of Palestine does not mean calling for the destruction of the Jewish people at all whatsoever.
Thank you.
Obviously, Columbia University is protesting the genocide in Gaza right now, and they have been facing very violent police repression and are now actually being threatened with military action. And their chapters of SJP and JVP and the national SJP and JVP have called for solidarity protests across the U.S. So we are responding to that call for solidarity, but also on our campus, our SGA just refused to pass a divestment bill asking our university to divest from corporations participating in war profiteering, including Lockheed Martin, BAE Systems, Boeing, and Raytheon, and what have you. So we are protesting that decision and are asking our university to meet the demands on that side, to divest from military contractors, to stop policing on campus, to name the genocide in Gaza, and to protect its black and brown students. I believe that the liberation of the people of the world has a couple steps, particularly in Palestine, and the first step is permanent ceasefire now. First, permanent ceasefire. Then it's an end to violent military occupation in the West Bank and Gaza. Then it's one state governed by the Palestinian people that is a secular state for everyone to live in. And so my instinct is just to say, stop bombing schools, stop bombing farms, stop bombing hospitals. The children of Gaza should have no price to pay.
Against Israel's genocide against the Palestinians of Gaza, as well as my university's complicity in that genocide, because this university has a lot of ties to weapons manufacturers who pretty much profit from all this destruction, and we want to see an end to that. I am in support of those protests. Yes, they are disruptive, but when things like genocides are going on, it can't be business as usual. You have to make it very clear to those in power that it is not okay. Sadly, they don't tend to listen to us if we ask nicely. So we have to be loud, and we have to be very clear that this is not okay, that this should not be normalized.